So my name is Katja Gorečan and I come from a very small village called Drama from Slovenia. So I finished my studies in comparative literature and literature theory, and then I finished dramaturgy in Academy for Theatre, and now I'm currently working in a production for contemporary performance. So my first book, The Sorrows of Young Hana, is talking about more like an anxiety of being a young female poet who is trying to find her voice, like very cliche, to find a voice, to find your voice. And it's talking like in not in first person, because when I was reading Elfriede Jelinek's book, The Lovers, I found out it's better also for me as a writer to find a distance and also to imagine one character that I could write like my statements through. So I invented Hana. Hana is also a character in one very famous Slovenian drama by Slavko Grum, and she's one of the characters. She was raped when she was younger, and she's the only person who escaped her normal life in a very small city. So she's like the only person who survived. So I got Hana name from that drama. And I was influenced by Elfriede Jelinek in the style of writing. I never wanted to become Elfriede, but I felt very safe in that kind of writing, like writing through distance to your character. So I wrote The Sorrows of Young Hana, I think 10 years ago, something like that, when I was 21. And still a student of comparative literature. Yeah, okay. So in my writings, I was also influenced by a lot of playwriters, not only poetry. So my texts are like always mix of like hybrid poetry, prose, and also drama, like monologues. So also the next poetry book, this choreopoem, is talking about 7 women, and also I'm using voices from 7 women. And it's actually, it talks about giving birth to a dead baby, to a stillborn. And I'm using also one story from my grandma, how she lost like most of her family, men from her family, and like different kind of things, mostly with violence and loneliness. So my next project is a theater show on contemporary dance about my second book, choreopoem, Some Girls Somewhere Are Dying. I'm working in puppet theater in Maribor, the second biggest city in Slovenia, with choreographer Mojca Kasjak. Yes, so when I started to collaborate with Versopolis, with one European platform for emerging artists, I was very happy to see my poems translated in foreign languages and also to meet a lot of foreign poets on different kind of festivals. I was mostly proud when I saw my book translated into Polish language. It was published 2 years ago in Krakow on Miloš Festival, and it was very nice to see my first book published in a foreign language, and also to meet the readers from other countries that were reading and that wanted to meet my poetry, to read and also to meet me as an author.